All right, these are pretty straightforward. We're trying to subtract the exponents to find out what the new exponent is on 2. So let's do it. Let's take 7, well, I guess we could write it like this. 2 to the 7/3 minus 2. Right? That's really what it's going to look like. So I'm going to actually erase that and just work on 7/3 minus 2. We'll put that on the 2. So 7/3 minus whole number 2. Well, the best way to approach this would be to turn the 2 into a fraction with the denominator of 3 on it. Okay, so 2, or 2 over 1, equals how much over 3? Well, as you can probably, hopefully you know this, you can, if you multiply the bottom by 3 to get what's there, 3, then you need to also multiply the top by 3, and you should end up with 6. So you get 7/3 minus 6/3. Now that they're both thirds, we just say we know what they are. Thirds, how many do we have? Well, what we're doing is we're starting with 7, and we're subtracting 6 away, and we're left with 1. So you should have the fraction 1/3 as your exponent, 2 to the 1/3. Yeah? Here's your answer. Okay. Now what we want to do for this one is let's just simplify these. When you're multiplying, I'm going to simplify numerator and denominator for number 11 separately. Okay, I'm going to say if we have 5 to the second times 5 to the third, here we've got 5 to the third times 5 to the second. I'll show you this a couple of ways. Okay, the first way I'm going to show you is to just say this equals 5 to the, when we're straight multiplying, 5 to the second times 5 to the third, we end up with 5 to the fifth over. Same thing here, we're multiplying 5 to the third times 5 to the second. We add those together, 5 to the fifth. And now anything, well, I guess we'll do it this way. We'll say this is 5 to the what? When you're dividing, you subtract the numbers. So it's 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. So the answer is 5 to the 0. Right there. But just to be clear, you could have also canceled here. We could have said 5 to the third cancels out, 5 to the second cancels out. Everything cancels out, leaving us with 1. And how do we convert 1 into 5 to the what? Well, 5 to the what equals 1? Anything to the 0 power equals 1. So we would say, okay, well, what should we put on 5 to equal 1? We should put a 0 on it, because that's what would equal 1.